We've already known about this for a really long time, obviously, but I'm getting hyped all over again. Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my Death Battle prediction videos. And next time on Death Battle, after Bill Cipher versus Discord, we have the other champion poll winner from last year, the 3D winner, Cole MacGrath from Infamous versus Alex Mercer from Prototype. I don't think I need to talk too much about the significance of this fight happening or how I feel about it happening. This just feels like it's been a staple of Death Battle requested matchups for essentially since as long as Death Battle has started. Like over and over again, it's just been requested by seemingly everybody, and it took a champion poll for it to actually happen, but I'm still just so excited that it is happening. It's one I've had in the back of my head since essentially the whole time I've been a Death Battle fan, and to actually see it happen now feels so surreal, but also so right. You know, I don't know if it'll actually live up to expectations. We have no idea whether or not any Death Battle is going to live up to expectations, but either way, I'm still just happy that Death Battle is actually paying attention to it, and they're going to analyze these characters in their normal way and make a fight, you know, all of that stuff. I'm just so happy that it's happening. So yeah, obviously I am so down. So because we've known this fight was coming for a while, I don't know if there's that much I can say about this debate that most people who really care about it don't already know. I'll still go over my general arguments, of course, but I'm not going to bother with going into every single detail I can find. You know, I'll leave that for Death Battle. But when it comes to the general comparison, these guys actually do have a lot in common in the sense that they both have enhanced physical stats, they both have enhanced senses, they're both impressive hand-to-hand fighters, and they have impressive energy reserves that allow them to maintain their stamina, but they're also both incredibly different. For instance, Cole's powers as a conduit primarily give him electric and electromagnetic abilities, which allow him to generate, shoot, and control electricity in many different ways. Like, he can create electric weapons and even explosions with it. He can use telekinesis, flight, and create shockwaves with his electrokinesis, but he also has some other tricks like healing, creating storms, manipulating kinetic energy, and some other abilities depending on which path you take in the game, like which karma path, such as high levels of ice or napalm manipulation, among other abilities. Alex, on the other hand, is a human body that was infected by the Blacklight virus and turned into biomass, which means that he consumes organic life to get stronger and inherit their abilities and memories. He can also shapeshift all of his body into another person or parts of his body into various weapons and shields. He can jump large distances, he can expel deadly gas, he can use force multipliers to fly or shoot energy or create anti-gravity wells, and of course he can regenerate from crazy things, pull his malleable and resilient body back together from being like blown up or hidden vital areas or even being reduced to a puddle. It's just crazy like that. So this is clearly one of those debates where one character in their own universe is much harder to kill than the other character, but even still, a lot of it is going to come down to what these characters have been able to survive and what they can dish out. For example, there was that whole thing about Alex surviving a nuke, although he wasn't super close to the center of it, and he was only able to regenerate after absorbing the organic matter of a crow that was nearby. Now, yes, the fact that he was able to do that means that he did survive the nuke, but there are a couple things to consider. First off, the implication did not seem to be that Alex would have survived forever had the crow not have been there, and even if it was, Death Battle seems to treat permanent incapacitation as a death, so it doesn't matter if Alex technically survives an explosion like that, he still needs to be able to continue fighting in order to not lose. And two, even if you disagree with all of that completely, we still have to remember that the fact that we saw him close to death after getting hit with something that big means that we know that he does indeed get closer to dying the more he gets hit, the more powerful thing he gets hit by, just like anyone else. Thus, we know that Alex can't regenerate from just anything, so if Cole can't hit Alex with something that's more powerful than that nuke by enough of a margin, then we can't just assume that Alex would survive that in the same way. So that seems to be a big question here. Can Cole pull something like that off? Cole should definitely be within the city level range with his power at least. He was able to create a thunderstorm that covered much of a city, and he was able to do considerable damage to the Beast. This guy, not even at his most powerful, was able to completely destroy Empire City in a single blast, and he should be able to take attacks even stronger than that. Hell, we've actually seen him survive being in the center of a nuke, unlike Alex Mercer. And again, he's gotten even stronger, and Cole was actually able to defeat him easier after using the Ray Field inhibitor, if Death Battle decides to include that. Now, the Beast may not have had the same regeneration that Alex does, but again, we know Alex can die, or at very least be permanently incapacitated if he's just hit by a strong enough attack, like being in range of a nuke. And while he does have some decent elemental resistances, to my knowledge, we haven't seen him survive anything close to the level of Cole's electrical power, or being completely frozen over, which his ice powers would allow him to do, or even just some of his other abilities like telekinesis or whatnot. And because Cole can also take attacks from the Beast, I'm not sure if much of Alex's melee weapons could do much physical damage, since his strength definitely doesn't scale to the nuke that hit him, not to mention Cole's own healing abilities, which could help. Alex could potentially nab the victory by hitting Cole with gas, ripping him apart past his healing capabilities, or even absorbing enough of his organic matter, which could benefit him in a multitude of ways. I'm not denying any of that. But considering that Cole can keep up with characters that can dodge his own electricity attacks and potentially go even faster thanks to dodging a radiation attack, not to mention slow down his own perception of time, I'm not sure if Alex would be able to get that kind of opportunity. He was able to react to a tank shell, which naturally would have been moving a good few times the speed of sound, and he's only gotten faster the more organic beings he's consumed, but I don't believe there's anything in the prototype series that would justify him being able to match that kind of speed. Despite Alex's adaptability and defenses, the best chance for nabbing his own victory is really still by staying close the entire time, and I think that's not too difficult to pick up on. With the range, speed, mobility, and defenses that Cole has, combined with his power output, I honestly believe that he has what it takes to stay away from Alex long enough to eventually end the fight before Alex can get in close and potentially turn the tides. The main way that I see Alex winning this is if, in truth, Cole cannot actually stop Alex from fighting. Because if Alex can continue the fight as long as he wants, then I think that he'll just win regardless of speed and range, etc. But right now, I do believe that Cole has the right combination of attributes and advantages to claim victory in Death Battle's eyes. So I do think all of that will end up mattering in the long run. So I could be wrong, Alex could surprise me, but right now I'm going with Cole. But I want to hear what all of you guys have to say. Who do you think is going to win? Are you excited for this fight like I am? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like, maybe even subscribe too if you could. That'd be so amazing. That would really help the channel out. But no matter what you guys do, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.